What's up, guys? It's Mehran again, and welcome back to another week of reviews for VapeIn. This week, we're going to review the DigiFlavor Pilgrim RDTA. আমি last এক সপ্তাহ ধরে I've been using it, and it's great. I'll dive down into specs, but before we do anything, I'd like to thank all of you for watching last week and the great comments that came through, inspiring me and VapeIn to keep doing these reviews. Hopefully we can be a little better this week, hopefully. But again, going back to the tank, the RDTA, we're gonna go ahead right now and build and wick it, and we'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts. So let's dive right down. Alright, so we're going to take a close look at the DigiFlavor Pilgrim RDTA. This is how the tank looks like when I've taken it apart. এটা হচ্ছে ট্যাঙ্কটা আপনারা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন that it comes with a velocity style deck. It's 24 mm on the outside, so this all is 24 mm, but ভিতরেরটা, the build portion is about 22 mm, maybe even shorter. There's a single coil adapter, but usually with these decks I recommend not even using this, so I'll take that away. এটার উপরের পোর্শনটা হচ্ছে, this is the top, well, part of the top cap with the air holes, and here's one of the reasons why I say that the build is a little smaller, because this is protruding. যেটা আপনি যখন নাকি এখানে দিবেন, if you have huge coils, it's not going to fit and it's going to hit this side, and that's going to cause problems. So you can use you can't use huge coils. You can just use medium, smaller. But I'll show you what I'm using right now, and that's these coils. These are handmade by me. These are 24 Canthals, twisted. Sorry, 24 twisted Canthals that I love using with this tank. Gives me a good vapes, great flavor, and I recommend using those. This is the cap that goes on top of this, and like I said before, great build quality, very smooth machining. সবচেয়ে বড় জিনিসটা হচ্ছে গিয়ে, this tank is Ultim, and I've had previous RDTs যেগুলো আমি ফেলে দেওয়ার পরে that this thing cracked. This is because it's Ultim, it's very strong, and if you drop it every once in a while, it's not going to crack on you. And so is the top. There's a little bit of stainless steel inside, but the outside is all Ultim, so that also prevents your lip from burning up. Before we do anything more though, I would like to show you the actual packaging that it comes in. So this is what it looks like. I really like the packaging, very nice, well done. Hard case, if you want to say. This is the well, not a replacement, but this is the other option that you have, is you can use the wide bore. I believe that's a Goon style 810 that you can use with this, but again, different for different people. I don't really use this much. I've been using it mostly with the smaller drip tip. But what's inside the packaging, you'll see that there's the user manual, which I believe no one ever reads, and then the little baggy extra screws, extra O-rings, the little Phillips head and flat head screw tool, whatever you want to call it. Pretty good. But yeah, I'm going to put this on my Yeehee powered SX Mini G Class, and I'll build on this with this and use these twisted Canthals, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Alright, and we've made the coils for this. একটা জিনিস যেটা আমি দেখাতে যাচ্ছিলাম, এটা হচ্ছে গিয়ে, if you see, if I can give you a top down, there we go, make sure that it's kind of in the center of your build deck. So that's how we have it right now. That's number one. And number two is, this is how I like to vape it. So আমরা যদি air hole এটার মধ্যে পাশে নিয়ে রাখি, make sure that the coils come in just a little under or above the air holes. So the air can go through and up into the coils. That way I think you get a more flavorsome vape than having it sit right on the coils. Anyways, let's check. So we were vaping this at 0.16 ohms, and I'll show you how this fires. Let's see if it fires. Oh, there we go. Coming in from the, inside. There we go. And pulsing. Looking good. Alright, now we'll go on to the hard part, which is actually wicking it, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so I've gotten the wicks through. Now, wicking RDTAs are always a para. I think everyone knows this. So RDTA একটা বিশাল ঝামেলা হচ্ছে যে if you don't wick it right, it will leak. All these problems সবকিছুই হবে. So one thing that I like to do with RDTAs, especially something like a Pilgrim, is to make sure that the cotton kind of goes a little bit lower than this O-ring here, so it gets a few millimeter maybe inside this tank. So there's some good stuffing in there যেটা আমি বলবো আর কি, যে কটনটাকে যদি আমরা এরকম করে স্টাফ করি, it prevents some leaking. It won't prevent all leaking, but it will prevent some of the leaking that you will get from RDTAs. I've tried this from ever since I gotten the avocado, getting the RDTA and even the iJoy combo as well. Is if you wick it a little bit inside এই জায়গাটা পর্যন্ত instead of getting it from the O-ring, because RDTA is when vape করার সময় you kind of have to tilt the mod to make sure the liquid hits the wick, or else the wick will burn through or whatever. Just make sure that you get a little bit inside. So I'm going to go at least a millimeter or so inside and get the wick right up to there. I'm বাকিটা কেটে ফেলবো, but make sure that it's in there. And another important thing, it's not that important, but I like to do is, again, with these things, because I feel that juiced will hold the cotton better, is I'll give these a little comb out. I'm terrible doing this with the camera in front of me, but I will give them a little comb out, and then I'll trim these and make them very streamlined, this cotton. Okay, so we'll check how that looks like. Okay, so this is how you would want it. By the way, I was using cotton bacon to wick the entire thing, as I normally do, my favorite type of cotton. So anyways, back to the actual RDTA. Biggest thing is to make sure that, as you can see, it's very fluffy. পুরো জিনিসটাকে I've stuffed it as much as I can without overstuffing it. You don't want to overstuff it, but stuff it just the right amount so you get good flavor. And the biggest thing is leaking ta ekটু হলো বন্ধ হয়. You'll still get some leaking if you're very মানে উড়াধুরা ভাবে যদি ইউজ করেন, pardon my language, but that's the only thing that will make it leak like crazy, but it won't leak like crazy. There's just enough stuffing in there, and I've kept a little hole over here at the side too. Hole over here. I'll put the liquid through. So I'll go ahead and juice this right now. Okay, we're going to be using Vape Wild. This is one of my favorite custards. It's vanilla custard. Taste onik Joes. It's not sickly sweet. You get a good hit of vanilla, and we're going to put this all in this tank. Okay, so once we've assembled most of this together, we need to juice it. Now, this is where I love this RDTA, is if you can see these side holes, these holes right here, these are juice holes. So এখান দিক দিয়ে we can just drip the juice in, and it'll go all the way inside. It just kind of a কোনা দিয়ে right over here, because this air hole is closed right now. This will go all the way down and go straight into our tank and fill it. You can actually see the coils in there and the cotton in there, but I really like this concept. So you just have to unscrew the top. So here's the top, you just unscrew it, and then this goes here to kicks off, and then you just put the juice right through there, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. You have to be a little careful with it, and you just go straight there. I don't know if you can actually see it, but juice is going in, right? And then you do the other side, and this side, and again this side. So there you go, juice going all the way in, nice and easy. It's a little small, so needle nose hole easier hoto. Unicorn bottle jega chikon mukhala, those will be much required. But it goes in and then it just fills it up. When you keep it standing, obviously for this camera angle, I'll have to bend it again and put it up. But if you keep it straight in, juice will go down and you will fill up your tank. Have a little fire and see how this looks like. Nice. Great vapor production. And the best thing about this wicking is you can tell that these things have been wicked, because if you look at this coil here, or this coil here, when you fire it, you're going to see little bubbles come up. And that means that, this is wicking perfectly and, your tank is working fine. So that's it. We're going to go up top and have a vape, and I'll let you know exactly how this tastes. And we're back. So this is the DigiFlavor Pilgrim. We've seen the stats, we've seen the specs, we've seen how we build it and wick it, and right now I'm going to do the most important thing, and that is vape it. Great flavor. Not as good as the Wonder Vape last week, but up there. Pretty good flavor. Vapor production is okay. Could be better. I'll dive down and tell you the pros of this tank. Number one pro is obviously the simplicity of it. Mostly, আমি যেটা মনে করি সব ট্যাঙ্কগুলোতে, the simple the better, right? বেশি complicated হতে গেলে it's hard to build, it's hard to wick, and then all, একটার পর একটা problems আসতে পারে. A huge plus for this tank is the build quality উপরেও, যেটা হচ্ছে গিয়ে that so far তোদেরকে দেখাচ্ছি, zero leakage. Yes, কোনো leaking নেই. I'll hold it like this, I'll hold it like this, I'll hold it like whatever. কোনো leak পাচ্ছি না, especially if you wick it the way I did. Zero leakage so far. আমি এটা পকেটে নিয়েও ঘুরছি and কোনো leaking কিছুই হয় নাই. So far it's been working out great. One good and bad thing about the tank is the Ultim tank. Ultim will hold. It won't break easy, right? But the problem is some people might have a difficult time of understanding how much liquid is in there. You have to hold it against the light or whatever. But বুঝা একটু কষ্ট, basically পিছন দিক দিয়ে আমি এখন একটু যদি দেখি, you can see that একটু কম একটু বেশি whatever, so এটা একটা problem হতে পারে for some people. Obviously the easiest way is যদি dry hit পাচ্ছেন তার মানে your tank's dry, or your tank's low. But apart from all of that, so far for 3200 taka tank, great. Obviously it's in the middle range, not too expensive, not too cheap, and it does its job well, I think. That's pretty much all I have to say about this tank, and thank you again for watching. Hopefully next week we'll come back and we'll do another tank, or maybe I'm on, maybe some juice, I don't know. Leave some comments, tell me if you're liking this review thing that we're doing, or if you hate it. Let us know. Alright, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.